So we're out here and entering our old main research area. Mark is right down through there. So I'll just show you what caught our attention real quick. Was we have this spot right here. You all know the story with the rotted wood. So right here we have an A, and that A is pointed that direction. We have this, and that's in the fork of that tree. So the A kind of points down this pathway here. So we start going down this pathway, and you can see it's pretty well trampled down. We get down here, and everything kind of points and leads down this trail that you can see right down there. So we're just following these down trees. They seem to be, pointing towards this trail. So as we come down through here, we have found quite a few compressions so far. That is also in the fork of that tree, and actually the down tree right there has a Y, and that Y is wrapped around that tree, the other side of that small tree that it's on. And you see right down there, there's also a bunch of down trees that also point this same direction. So everything is pointing down this way. So as we come down through here, we found compression after compression after compression. And I've taken a couple pictures and gotten some measurements on one, or on two, I'm sorry. Right here's another one. I took some pictures of it. So we're finding these compressions, they're all about 13 to 14 inches. We're finding them all down through here. See, there's a lot of down stuff. And everything is pointing this direction for the most part. So we're just following the signs, following the clues, or what we think may be clues, and we'll see where it takes us. I have a hard time believing that this downed tree right here that is rotting away and has obviously been there for quite a while fell on this tree. The tree's very healthy. Doesn't look like it's been down that long. And then you look right up there next to that tree, and a bunch of little limbs shoved right there. It's kind of odd. And then of course right next to it we have more rotted wood. And then you look right here and we have a break. beautiful day out here. So we're still following the pointers. So right here's another bend pointed that direction. Right there is another down tree. There is another down tree. They all point this direction. So we're just kind of following these pointers and seeing where it leads us. So there's Mark. On the way out here, we were discussing a situation with about a particular researcher, and he was talking about the foil balloons that he finds quite often, and he says that they like them, and we're kind of like, you know, never seen that, never found one of those balloons way out in the middle of nowhere. And look what we find. What are the odds of that? And it still has some air in it, which is, how in the heck did that balloon get all the way out here in the middle of nowhere? Pretty wild. Somebody retired. It's one of those odd things we find out in our main research area. Happy retirement. Another possible impression right there. So, as you see right up through here is a trail, and the interesting part is there's this little bitty arch held down by a stick that kind of looks like it marks it. And then right there is another one, and that young tree that is arched over, I'm gonna say would have to have been placed there, because that down tree that is on the ground is old, doesn't look recent, so that has possibly been manipulated and stuffed down on the side of that to hold it in place. So we're coming down off this little small bluff. There's Mark, and we find this here. See, there's a really good compression there. Looks like a big toe on the upper left there, so that would be a right foot. And then directly up in front of that, right here, we have another one that starts here, ends here. So literally it's right there. So I'm going to get a measurement real quick. Let's see what this one is. That's about 13 to 14, just like the last ones. Like I said, this seems to be the big toe right there. You see it kind of arched, comes down and at a slant. And then I'm going to go from toe to toe. Or well, yeah, because I can see the toes where the stopping point is. So we're going to go from there to there is about 4 foot. So that'd be about 4 foot stride from toe to toe. So there's a right compression. And then right there is a left compression. Big toe would be right here. It comes down, and the heel actually looks like it broke the stick. And from there on, we didn't see anything. But you see we're down in a little area that leads into a little spillway, little runoff area. It runs up. So this is downhill. And let's check this one. The size of it, I imagine it's also going to be about 13. Yeah, about 13 inches again. So there's a left foot. And there is a right foot. Try to get a little shot of that. Alright, so right here we have an old trail marker. It's an old Indian trail marker, we think. And then right here we have a nice broken bend that is pointing directly at the trail marker. And then here we have an upside down cedar. If you look, the end of it that is not where it grew, so it has made its way here somehow. And then on top of that, if you look here, this stick that is holding this down is being held in place by this rock. It's been there a little while, but nonetheless super interesting. So you have a rock that somehow got on top of this stick, which got on top of this tree, which is right next to this broken cedar, which is pointed directly at an old trail marker. Cool stuff. An interesting find. See this big arch, or what looks like an arch. Not that big of a deal until you go over here and you start looking at this, and you see that this has been shoved in here. See that? Okay, but hold on. Then we have this one here. Look at this. This has been shoved in here. We pulled it out a little bit, but this has literally been shoved up in this hole. You can see where the algae came off when it was shoved in. And that is just sticking out of it. And that has been shoved in, sticking out of it. And then we have this monster arch. Natural, maybe. Natural. Doubtful. Natural. Doubtful. Interesting. So I have this old log right here, and then this newer, younger tree that has been placed under. It's hard to think that this young tree right here was put in place by this. Look how old that is. I mean, that is old. This has been here a little while. Pretty cool. So here we have another possible hand print. Not sure. This would be the palm, pinky finger, third finger, second finger, first finger. Thumb would have came out right through here. I'll just kind of show you guys what we're seeing. Hard to say. It's odd. It's definitely not a bear. There's no claws. Anyway, interesting find. I can make it.